What's up, guys, and welcome to Sunday Discussion. For those of you who are new to the channel and don't know what this is, Sunday Discussion is basically where I talk about anything I want to, and today's topic is going to be the current NBA. Now, there's a lot of things going on currently in the NBA, but I just wanted to take this time on Sunday to really discuss what's really going on with the Kevin Love saga, with Byron Scott being offered the Lakers job, all that stuff. So, this is being made on Saturday, unfortunately, because I'm going to be busy on Sunday, but I just wanted to let you guys know that in case something does happen on Sunday. Obviously, this video is coming out prior to it, or this video is being made prior to Sunday, so I'm not going to really know that. So, this is just a Destiny gameplay in the background. You guys should definitely check it out. If you haven't checked out the beta yet, definitely go check it out. I believe it's free for the last day today, so you should really check it out before it's off the marketplace and you can't play it anymore. I believe it's only available for the PS4 and the Xbox One currently. I could be wrong on that. It could be PS3 and Xbox 360 as well, but I'm not 100% sure on it. So definitely check it out. Last day to do so is today, so feel free to check it out. Now let's go ahead and jump into the NBA discussion. First thing I wanted to discuss is the smaller topic, which is the Byron Scott to the LA Lakers job offering. Now, the Lakers have offered him the job after going through, I believe, 4 or 5 interviews with him, which is kind of crazy to do. You would think if he was the guy for the job, they would have just hired him off the bat. But obviously, they wanted to talk to him about everything. And as far as everything goes, it looks like Kobe really wants Byron Scott in LA. Now, I like this signing for the Lakers because he's a well-disciplined coach, and if they're going to be rebuilding soon, which it looks like they are going to be doing so, you need a no-nonsense coach who's willing to tell the rookies and everything like that and teach them everything they need to know. So I think this is a good signing for the Lakers, and obviously Kobe is another guy that likes a strict coach who isn't afraid to go back at him. And I feel like he enjoys that type of coach who's not afraid to tell him like it is and everything like that because it makes him a better player. So I think this is a good signing for the LA Lakers. And hopefully he does take the job for them. They did offer him the job. It hasn't been signed yet, but all points to him signing with the Lakers. But I really want to know what you guys think. So please let me know in the comments below. And the next topic we're going to be talking about is the Kevin Love saga. Now, there's a bunch of teams that are trying to get Kevin Love now that his availability seems to be there, and the Wolves are willing to trade him and move him. So first things first, obviously the big team is the Cavaliers. Now, it's been well known that, you know, the Cavs have been trying to get Kevin Love to pair him up with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Those three would be an amazing pairing, or amazing, yeah, I guess amazing pairing. I guess you could use the word pairing for 3 people. I don't really know. Anyways, so those 3 would be amazing big 3 for the Cavs. And right now, as things stand, apparently the Cavs are willing to give up Andrew Wiggins and their last year's first round pick. So it looks like this deal may get done, but there are other teams offering their, giving their offers to the Wolves. Now, the latest thing was the Knicks. Now, this deal was declined, so keep that in mind. And I wouldn't expect them to accept this deal as a Knicks fan anyways. But their deal offer was apparently, now this could be completely untrue, it was Amari Stoudemire, Iman Shumpert, and Tim Hardaway Jr. for Kevin Love. Now, this wasn't a completely terrible offer because they needed to add Amari for salary purposes, but at the same time, this is not a great offer from the Knicks. But you got to try, and I give Phil Jackson credit for at least throwing that offer out there because you can't really make a deal when you're not offering anything. So at least he threw it out there, the deal, and see what the Wolves' interest was. Obviously, it wasn't there, but at least the Knicks are trying, and that's what matters to me. Now, obviously, the latest news on it is basically that Kevin Love has now dropped out of the Team USA basketball because he really doesn't want to chance any type of injury or anything like that with this possible trade and extension coming with the new team that he's going to possibly be traded to. So that's the new thing, is he withdrew from USA Basketball, which is not a huge deal. You know, there's so much talent in the NBA that they could throw somebody else out there for Team USA and they'll be just fine. But it just shows that this is almost certain that he's going to be moved. It's just a matter of when and to which team at this point. So, obviously, a team like the Cavs would love to add Kevin Love. Now, people are making a huge deal about this, and rightfully so. The guy averaged 26 points and 12.5 rebounds last season, which is just a tremendous help for any team. You just need a guy who can play some defense next to him, and I think they'd be all right. That's why I think the Chicago Bulls, which is also rumored to be interested in Kevin Love, is an interesting prospect, because putting him next to Joakim Noah, the former, or last year's Defensive Player of the Year, is something that would be very, very good for the Chicago Bulls. It would help their offense tremendously as well, because Kevin Love is another big that can pass the ball. So if you have Joakim Noah and Kevin Love passing the rock to each other, and Kevin Love spotting up from downtown like he's known to do, he's a stretch four, they could mesh really well together depending on how well they play together. So I think that's an interesting combination of players that the Bulls can have if they pull off the trade for Kevin Love, and it's something that intrigues me, because then they'll have Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah, and Kevin Love all on the same squad, and that is a bolstered front court. It's just a matter of who they have to give up, and it's not going to be a big deal in my opinion if they can keep a lot of their players, like if they can keep Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, and get Kevin Love intact. They'll be a beast team, and they'll be just fine in the East, especially if they keep Kevin Love away from the Cavs and they don't have to really worry about that big three in Cleveland with Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and a Kevin Love type player. So I think Andrew Wiggins is going to be a good player, even if he isn't moved for Kevin Love. But it's going to take some time, obviously, and he's going to need to develop. So Kevin Love is sort of a right now type of guy, which is what the Cavs need. So giving up Andrew Wiggins might seem like a huge price to pay in a couple of years when Andrew Wiggins develops and becomes a great, great player, which he may do. But at the same time, he's not ready like the rest of the team is. Now, Kyrie is also young, but he's also got a few years now under his belt. So you kind of expect him to be more ready to become this player that the Cavs need him to be. With LeBron mentoring him, I think Kyrie will be just fine. It's just a matter of moving Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. But I think the Cavs will also be just fine if they keep Andrew Wiggins. Now, LeBron and Andrew Wiggins sort of play the same position, but LeBron has shown in the past that he can play power forward if needed to. LeBron can basically play anywhere aside from the center position, and he can even play the center position if drastic measures calls for it. So I think the Cavs will be just fine with the situation with Andrew Wiggins. Whether he gets moved or not for Kevin Love remains to be seen, but at the same time, I think it's an interesting idea to move him for Kevin Love. A stretch four does really well in the scheme of things with LeBron. LeBron needs a lot of spacing on the floor. Not as much as he used to in the past, but having spacing with LeBron is just a tremendous advantage for the Cavs if they get Kevin Love, because the more spacing gives more room for LeBron to do his thing and set things up. And that also means if they get Kevin Love, they have a pick and roll player that can run that with Kyrie Irving, who has been known to be a decent passer when he wants to be. Now, he can show the ball hoggery that he's shown at times with the Cavs, but he definitely can run the pick and roll, and Kevin Love and a Kyrie Irving pick and roll is something that is deadly, because Kyrie Irving does have a good enough jump shot that if you give him too much room on the pick and roll, he's going to pop that jumper in your face. So you got to see how things work out, but I think the prospect of Kevin Love is just a genius idea, especially on the offensive end. I don't know how it'll work out on the defensive end. They do have Anderson Varejao, who is known to be a scrappy defensive player, but at the same time, it's probably not going to be enough. But with the powerful offense that the Cavs will run, they're going to win more games than they lose, obviously. And we'll have to see how things go with the Cavs, and if they pull off this trade for Kevin Love, I think it's going to be a great one for them. So that's basically all I wanted to discuss today on Sunday Discussion. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely check out my video on the crew discussion. I posted that earlier in the day because I felt like that was more priority than this video. Something like crew news about NBA 2K15 always gets priority in my opinion, and I apologize for those of you who might have been looking for Sunday Discussion. It came out a little late tonight, but I figured I didn't want to post videos back to back so closely, so I figured I'd post the Sunday discussion later in the night around 9 o'clock. If you're watching this right now, it's around 9 o'clock or later. So I figured I would post that now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video of the Destiny gameplay and the Sunday discussion. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Sunday discussion. I'll see you guys later. You can check out my stats here and all the stuff I get. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Rare Spark out.